All right, guys, I'm back out here in the garden today. Today is April the, honey, I don't even know what the day is. I just got off this morning, so I don't even know. April the 20th. It's my brother's birthday. April the 20th. But we outside in the garden. I just came to show you my finds. Went to Lowe's. They had plants for $1. Everything I got on the table was $1. I got some polka dot plant. I guess that's what it's called because that's all it says. I was looking for, I didn't want to get everything that was going to have flowers and blooms because sometimes the leaves takes more sun. Sometimes the hard leaves takes a lot more sun. They don't die out as quick. Sometimes these blooms, they burn up as soon as they hit the sun. This is a Coleus, Coleus. But I had that before. It lasted pretty long in the garden. Well, in the front yard. And if it could last in my front yard, I know it should be able to last back here. So I wanted a couple of things that didn't have blooms, and I picked these two different ones. I got like 2 and 3 of each of these because I know darker leaves take better sun. The darker the leaf, the better sun it takes. And I got these from outside of the place at Lowe's. I have a few marigolds. This one look like it's going to be a yellow one. This is the African marigold. And then the French marigold. I wanted something with a little color to it, so I chose that French look. It has a few blooms on it. Like I said, I like to get things that all the blooms aren't open. So I have about 4 marigolds. And then I have some vinegar. I have about 4 of these. Well, yeah, 4 or 5 of these. I have white. This is a white one, and I have the pink. I have 4 of those. And what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to show you where I'm going to put them. And then I have these, which I can't even pronounce them, but I get these all the time. I love them the way that they're made up. And I got it in the little reddish orange and in the gold yellow. Because like I was saying the other day, I wanted color in the garden. And I got these things because I'm going to be putting them around the little flower beds out here where some of the buds didn't really, that I dropped, the bulbs that I dropped down in the ground. Some of them came up and some of them are already up and burnt out from just a little bit of sun that we've been having. It's only going to be 73 here today. We're on the cooler side today, have a lot of wind, and it's coolness to it. It's coolness to it. So I made sure to layer up, but it's blowing these pine trees, honey. So we getting the pollen back here as well, But I need to get these leaves up out of my bed. Yesterday, Olivia came outside, and the snake practically met her at the door. You know, when you come out of my doors back here, bam, you're in the garden. It's just 2 or 3 steps. When you step out, you're in the garden. And the snake was pretty much right here where I'm standing, so you could see the doors. She said, Mom, I thought it was like a piece of black rope down there, but it was a little garden snake. But we don't care because when they come through here, for some reason, they always try to come to the door. And I'm not sure why they love to come on the patio. They pass everything in the yard to come out here, And we have Kaylani out here. I don't want her running into a snake. And I know a lot of people like, well, snakes are friends. The garden snakes are friends to the garden. But kids don't really know that. I don't have time to try to teach them the difference between the poisonous snake and a non-poisonous snake or whatever, because I'm not trying to get that close to none of them. Now, I don't care whether they poisonous or not. I don't be trying to get that close to none of them to tell the difference. So I'm just teaching her to stay away from snakes. If they move away from you, let them go. But if they can't clear your path, then we're going to take them out over here in Glory's garden. They can't be over here. So what I'm going to do is make sure that they don't have an environment that they want to live in either, which is keeping these leaves put up and cleaning out this flower bed. I'm going to turn you around so you can see this particular flower bed. Now, this particular flower bed is where my bird feeder is. You see my little bird feeder right there, little bird feeder. And so a lot of times the seeds just fall down. And it was some corn growing here, some wild corn, look like some kind of tomato plant, but I know that is not a tomato plant, but the leaves look like it, similar to it. And then just other weeds and stuff. I did plant a flower there, and on it they said it was a perennial, which I thought that meant it come back every year, but none of those came back. None of those came back. So I'm gonna be pulling all that up. I'm gonna pull all that up and clean it. And some of those flowers that I have is gonna go here in this area. And then what else I'm gonna do next is for the front part of the garden, which is right here where the little fence is. Kaylani's right there. Say hey, Kaylani, you're in the picture. Say hey to the people, Kaylani. Hey, she's right here. And what I'm gonna do, put a little white fence up, and I'm gonna clean out all these leaves that's inside. It's a lot of leaves in there from where we've been below patio, where we blow the patio and we just blow the leaves out, and they get stuck right in here, so they're starting to stack up. I want to clean all that out, try to make sure we don't have an environment that's inviting to snakes and stuff like that. And I know I have frogs in this garden, and I know those garden snakes, they love some frogs. That's why I don't like frogs anyway, but that's another reason why I don't like them, because if you have a lot of frogs in your garden, you will get the snakes, because these little garden snakes, they do love these frogs, you know. And the frogs don't be doing nothing over here. They don't be eating up not one pest, not one bug. They be hiding out in my water hose holder. That's what they be doing. I'm looking at a spider web right here before excuse me guys, because I'm using the tripod, the legs of the tripod to knock it down. I don't know where the spider is, but I see the web. And I don't want to walk through it. Ooh, yeah. Y'all, let's go look at this pumpkin down here. Then we're going to get to work. Look at the pumpkin. He's vining on the fence. I'm going to hate to interrupt him today, but I got to clean that. Got to clean that little area. And the watermelon is starting to vine too. So I'm going to find something for them to vine up on as well. That pumpkin, I don't care if it scroll out in the yard. I just really want to see if I could grow pumpkin in this garden. Because I tried before and it didn't do anything, but that's the jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. So guys, we gonna get to work, and I'm gonna start with the raised bed because it needs the most pulling. I'm gonna start with that. It's already after 12 o'clock, and I think we have reached our high for today, which is 73. Yeah, well, it's 118. Because we went to Lowe's, me and Kaylani. I took her on a little field trip. We did a little science learning about plants and the different ones and colors and stuff like that. Every plant at Lowe's was $1, so they having a good sale. I seen people walking with big hanging baskets because I think everything probably was on sale. Of course, those wasn't $1, but they had to be on sale because I seen some people with like 4 or 5 different hanging baskets and stuff. Very pretty. So guys, we're going to get to work, and I'll get back with you when we get set up. Gotta pull this fence up and all the little decorative stuff that we have around it. All right, guys. Hopefully the wind don't take you down. It is windy out here. We have our little decoration stuff out here. And I think we're just going to get started. That's not a toy. Tell me, can you use it in your garden? You might could use it in your garden. No, yeah, I reach for it because it's in here with these bushes. You don't know what's down here, honey. Let me pull this over my ears. Honey, I don't know what might fly up out of here. And whatever gonna fly up, I don't need it flying up in my ears, my face, my eyes, or nothing. Oh, Lord, I done made my hair come down. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm trying to pull this hair up because I know it's gonna be an issue. It's gonna be an issue. I may have to go inside and get me something else. I just want to hold it back some. What you gonna say to the people? She told me, can't you talk to the people? I'm not going inside. If I do go inside, you going with me. I don't too much leave you out here. All right, this pretty good. It's not cracked. She wanted to get the little decoration, and she want to use it in her garden. I'll let her use this in her garden. That's how we've been marking her plants in her garden. So guys, I'm hoping y'all could see where we working at. Hopefully, I got y'all sitting in the sun in the cool shade, and I'm just gonna start pulling this stuff. I do have some tools out here, just in case. Like some of this stuff may not want to come up by the root, but it's gonna come up by the root out of here. And I just want y'all to see some of the background work. I know some people were saying don't show all the work and all of this, but this is old corn from the seeds and stuff that I be giving the birds. But guys, I'm gonna get this cleaned out, and then I'll get back with you to show you what it looks like after we're done. But I just want to show you we're gonna clean this whole flower bed over here and get all this stuff out. And I may have to add some soil, but that's what we're gonna be doing, getting this whole thing cleaned out over here.
Okay. Where's the bees?
Okay guys, I don't know if I still was running this thing or not. I can't tell. But okay, I know I'm recording now. I got this whole area cleared now, and I'm gonna rake around it. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead on and start. I think I'm gonna add a little dirt. I'm gonna make the area a little smaller. I don't want it as big as I had it. I'm gonna make the area a little smaller, and I'm gonna add some dirt in here. I pulled everything up I could, the best I could by the root. Some of this is wood chips. I'm gonna be putting those back down. I'm gonna be putting the wood chips back in here, and I'm just showing you now what I'm doing, and I'll get back with y'all when I have this cleared out, and I have some topsoil down here, and I'm gonna go ahead on and wet it in is what I'm gonna do, because this soil is dry. We are still under a drought in this area. I don't know if I'm talking to you guys or not. Well, I know I'm talking to you, I just can't see you. We're still under a drought in this area, and this dirt is dry. It's dry. We're under a drought, and this county is under burn ban. So none of this stuff I'm pulling up can we burn, and our yard debris is really starting to stack up out here. But so I don't have a lot of yard debris, but I do have some because I pulled up a lot of weeds and stuff, and we just got this area clear. If y'all can see the area now, it's clear. I'm gonna go ahead on and rake it up, add my topsoil. I'm gonna wet it down real good, and I'm gonna make the area a little smaller. I don't want quite as big of a circle. I'm gonna make it a little smaller than what I had it before. I think I want it to be small as the other one that's back there. I don't know if you can see the other circle that's back there, the other little flower bed. I want it to be small like that one. And then I'm gonna fill it in with the topsoil like I was saying, and add my flowers after I wet it in, because it is so dry. So I'm gonna just kind of soak the dirt is what I'm gonna do, and add my topsoil to it. And I'll get back with you guys when I get that done, so you can see that finished look. Okay guys, I'm back. I'm just showing you that I'm having to put some insect killer down here, some 6. Well, this ain't called 6, some 7. I'm just gonna sprinkle some of it down here. It is so many roly-polies and so many other bugs down here, pill bugs, roly-polies, whatever people want to call them. I'm just gonna sprinkle some of this down here, because I'm just running into too many bugs, too many. And being that these is flowers, I don't really care about them. Get back. Kaylana coming over here to be an inspector. And I'm putting this down here. I know I probably don't need this much, but I'm putting this much and I'm gonna let it sit a minute. Kaylani, move, please. Move the other way because the wind is blowing this stuff. Hold it down a little more. Okay. So I'm gonna let that sit a minute while I go over here and decide which flowers I want to put here and how I want to arrange them. And I'll get back with y'all when I have that done. Okay, guys, if y'all could see the setup, how I got it. I did put some 7 down to the bottom, although I added some topsoil on top. It just was a lot of bugs crawling around that I think could be eating on the flower roots, and I didn't want that. But that's the arrangement I think how I want them to be. So if you look at it from this side, from the front, or if you're looking at it from this side, you'll still kind of get the same view of everything. And I did make the soil a little hilly and made it a little smaller than that big circle that I had. And I'll get back with you guys when I have this planted in. And I'm going to go ahead on and mulch it in. And I'm going to wet it down, mulch it in. And I'll probably wet it again because that soil is dry. Guys, I am back. I got this little area done. I got the plants in the ground. I put wood chips on top. I put leaves and wood chips around the old leaves and wood chips around the side. I mounded it up high. I have watered it in before I put the mulch in. And I'm going to water it in again because the soil over this way is so dry. I did add some topsoil, but I'm going to wet this in over here real good. The sun is not super hot out here. It is a sunny day, but it's still good because it's only 73. Okay, hold on, guys. This water hose want to try to give me a fit. I have to keep pulling it to get to a little locking motion. But I really want this soil over here to be wet real good over here in this area. May have to add some more wood chips down in this area. I figured if I put a bunch of wood chips, that will help with the keep retaining the moisture. So that's what I've been doing. And I also used the wood chips that was already down here to build up on the side of the soil too, because I got these flowers sitting up high. You may not be able to tell, but I got them like on a little mountain. But that is it, guys. That is one activity out of the way for today. And I'll see you when I am working on my next activity out here, which is going to be working to remove all the leaves over here by the raised bed. Y'all can see the water rolling down off the little hill. I want it to soak in. But I'm going to be going over here, right where you see the lemon and blueberry tower over here and the raspberry. I'm going to be going on this side, clearing out all the leaves. I'm going to be going on the other side that's behind me, clearing out all the leaves. I'm going to take up the white fence, get all those leaves out. Because like I told you, we already seen our first snake in the garden for the season. So, and last year I know we saw 3 that crawled around out here. And so far we seen 1. And it's all seemed to be the same type of garden snake. That black snake with the little green line, or the greenish looking snake with the green line down it. Sometimes they're big, real long. Sometimes they're smaller. The one yesterday was kind of small, but you know, if it's a small one somewhere, it's also a big one somewhere. But that's it, guys. That's what I have going on out here, trying to make sure that, you know, we have something beautiful in the garden, but no place where a snake would just want to come and try to hide out or hang out. And I did plant some marigolds. If y'all was with me last year during springtime, y'all know something came through the garden and ate up all the marigolds. So I was really reluctant to put out any marigolds. I did drop marigold seeds and stuff one time since then, but I'm not too thrilled about putting down a bunch of marigolds because I don't know what came through and ate up all the marigolds. Whatever it was, it came during the nighttime. So, but that's it, guys. We have all these little flowers out. Hopefully, they're going to grow to be very beautiful and bring some beautification and color to the garden. And I'll see you guys in this garden later.